episode 1 of getting to every single one of your content requests. And today's content request is a story time of how I got into 17. I don't think my story is a particularly entertaining story, but here we go. Long story short, my best friend was a fan of 17. So she was talking to me about them for like a good couple of years. And I was like, listen, sis, I'm happy for you that you found something that makes you happy, but like, I'm not really interested. I was so stupid and I had such a big head. I was like, I'm 24. Like, I'm too old to be a fangirl. Why? Our fangirl era died with One Direction, like when we were teenagers. I never expected that I was ever going to be a fangirl ever again in my life. Little did I know. Then came 2022. She had come over to visit me and we started watching Going 17 episodes. And they were really fun. Like, it was really funny. I had a lot of fun watching them. I thought they were hilarious, but like, I still wasn't super invested. A few months later, though, I started to stalk 17 on TikTok. And once I realized how cool the performances in K-pop are, I was like, hang on a minute. My best friend might be onto something with this whole K-pop thing, because I had never seen choreography and performances that were so incredible and so high quality the way that they are in K-pop. So I was kind of hooked. I was like, okay, I need to learn a little bit more about the members. So I watched the TTT episodes and then I watched In the Soup. Once I saw all of the members' personalities and like their dynamic with each other, I was fully invested. I remember that was the first time in months that I had genuinely laughed and felt warm and fuzzy and happy inside, because it was the year that I started dealing with chronic pain and I was miserable and I was dealing with so much grief and so much anguish. And something about watching 17 together just made me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And I remember thinking, wow, I don't know who these guys are, but I am so grateful for them right now, because something about watching them is like making me feel a warmth that I just haven't felt in a really long time. And so I was locked in. I think the first comeback that I was like a part of was the Super era, which was like a crazy, crazy era. When that album came out, I was like, oh, I have for sure made the correct decision. These guys are insane. The choreography is always insane. The music is always insane. Everything that 17 puts out is just such high quality. It's been so lovely and so wonderful to have something to be excited about, especially over the last 4 years where I've been dealing with chronic pain. It brings so much joy to my life and I feel really grateful for it, especially because it is a hard job. Thank God for my best friend for being persistent, because yes, I am back in my fangirl era and this time I'm here to stay.